Well, Luskentyre was absolutely stunning, but we can't stay here all day. It's now time for us to head off to find a park up for tonight.
Welcome to the channel. We are Graham and Ellie. We are Wizard in the Wild.
It's a shortish 12-mile drive from Luskentyre to our search for sites location at Urgha. The place is called Laxadale Lochs. On the way through to our Parkup, we had to pass through Tarbert, and we spotted the Isle of Harris Distillery. We couldn't resist a quick look. As you will have seen in a previous vlog we did, this year is the first release of their whisky called the Urgha whisky. Demand was so high that queues of people stretched right round the car park, and they had to limit each customer on how many bottles they could have. It was much quieter on our visit though, thank goodness.
Wow, that looks incredibly cosy.
The distillery was very impressive. Needless to say, I did buy a bottle. This is Urgha single malt whisky. When we were back home and on my 70th birthday, it seemed a good opportunity to open the bottle. Well, when we got to the distillery, there were no queues, but also there was a distinct lack of whiskies. They'd sold out of a lot of it, so we were quite lucky to get what we got. And this is what we got. This is what they call batch 8. I'll open that up in a minute for you. But Ellie went back and got me a second bottle. As you can see, we've already started that. And we opened that on my 70th birthday. So that was very nice. I don't know when we're going to open this one, but let me show you the packing because it's quite a work of art. It clips open there, folds back, all unfolds, and you can release the bottle, and they give you a little table mat for your drink. So
That'll be a coaster.
yeah, little coaster, and you get this information book about the whiskies. All about the people on the island, how they make the whisky, the history of whiskies, the distillery, the people who work there. It's really interesting actually. And the ceremony of drinking it, that's my favourite bit, the ceremony of drinking it. I'll show you one of them in a minute. So yeah, it's a really interesting little... In fact, I think the packaging won awards, I think the guy there said. It's really, really nice to read.
Well, it's biodegradable as well, isn't it?
Yes, I think it is, yeah. So we put that one back, and they give you the batch number on the lid. This is batch number 8. The one we've already opened was at batch number 5. There weren't many of those left. The differences in the batch numbers were basically the differences of how long it was left to mature. In fact, you can download a batch sheet information PDF for each batch. It's all freely available on the distillery website. The info it gives are the batch details, some tasting notes, and a story about life on the islands at the time each batch was produced. It's all fascinating stuff and definitely adds to the enjoyment of the whisky. I'm going to pour one now. So this is the first year actually that they produced any whisky. I mean, they started some years ago to distill it. But oh, that smells absolutely lovely. Now I do like a splash of water in mine. Some people say that's sacrilege, but I like it. Now, you may think I'm being a bit over the top, but I don't really care. I love my whisky. On their site they have guides to the ceremony of enjoying their whisky. They also have this downloadable soundtrack which epitomises life on the islands.
I'll put a link in the description. Over the top? Nah, it's lovely.
Oh yes, you can actually visualise the islands when you drink this. Highly recommended. You can get it online. Right, it's worth mentioning that this bottle is so designed to reflect the Harris weaving industry. So this is the warp and this is the weft. As you can see, that goes along that way and this goes top to bottom. And that reflects the warp and the weft in the Harris tweed.
The Parkup is superb, and payment is just £5 through your phone's texting facility. They make it so easy and encourage campervanners. I got really excited when I saw this Costa van turn up, but he was just parking up for the afternoon. We're trying, unsuccessfully I might add, to get out with the dogs for their evening walk before the rain sets in. There's a host of lovely walks here. This one goes round the loch.
Well, they did say it was going to rain a lot later, so more than it's raining now.
It just started to rain.
It's raining again.
It certainly is. Time to head back now. I've got a date with the jacket potato.
So guess who forgot to pack the baked beans when we when we came to Scotland? It was me. And I was really excited today, wasn't I, Gray? Because we were going to have a jacket potato with baked beans.
Yeah,
and
one of our
cheese.
favourites, isn't it?
Yeah, and it came to cooking it and there was no beans. So instead of that, oh no, we got some crazy Jamie Oliver concoction. There's a new product out that he does, and these are lentils. So I don't even know, it might even taste of curry, I'm not sure.
Looks like something I've seen Luna puke up.
Oh, stop it! And I made little sausage balls to bump it up a bit, because I was going to do sausage with the beans. So we got little sausage balls and lentils. Are you going to try eating it, my dear?
Yes.
Yeah, you go for it. I don't know, I could end up wearing this.
It's just the colour of it, isn't it?
Yeah, lentils, that's what I thought when I opened the packet.
The taste is not that good either.
Oh! Oh!
Well, I say not that good. It's not bad. It's just very bland.
A bit random, is it? Oh, okay. Oh well. There we go. It's warm and it's wet.
Yeah. There's only one thing to do when there's a gale outside.
And that's hunker down.
Okay, so that's the kind of day we're playing with today. Not quite like the sunrise we had yesterday. That cloud looks a bit ominous over the loch.
Good morning. We are today at Lagadale. I'll put it on the screen.
It's a good idea.
Loch.
And the Parkup's called Urgha. URGHA.
The area is,
Yeah. Yeah, so after a comfortable night, we thought we'd better just update you guys on how things are going generally. We're on day 11. Let me just check my little book. I think we're day 11. I have trouble knowing what day of the week it is. No, it's day 12 today, day 12 of our trip.
We were due to be travelling over to the Uists today, but the ferry was cancelled. They rebooked us for tomorrow, but looking at the winds, I've changed that now to Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday early, because the wind is supposed to be lighter.
2 days. What I'm trying to do is just see if I could get on the Saturday morning one instead.
Yeah, I've got some space on the 8:35. Is that the one you're after?
On the Saturday one, yes, please. If you can change it, that would be brilliant.
No problems. I'm not too sure what the weather forecast. I know it's usually quite wild up there when we've got it bad. So, you know, if you would keep an eye on it and change back. If not, just you've got your Saturday one anyway.
That's brilliant. Thank you. Thanks very much for your help.
Not a problem. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Megan. Bye-bye.
This happens quite a lot with CalMac ferries because of the high wind, but the ferry, worryingly, the ferry we're on also has a fault on it. It's only got 3 engines instead of 4, so it can only limp across now and again.
I'll tell you how often it happens. I was texting a message to someone just now saying about the ferry was cancelled, and as I typed the word cancelled, it offered me CalMac.
Synonymous with.
Cancellations equals CalMac.
CalMac, yeah. Basically, we've made a decision, haven't we, that we're not even going to, because we are booked in for tomorrow, as you said, and if they have said, they're lovely, actually, lovely people to deal with. Very helpful, yeah. But they've said if we want to go tomorrow, we can just ring them and they'll put us back on that ferry. But they are forecasting 45, 55 and
so we felt it was best to plan around Saturday morning rather than hope Friday.
Would work, yeah. So it gives us a chance to do other things on.
Yeah, because there's plenty to see here.
Yeah, there's lots we haven't done.
We're going, in a minute, we're going up to the Postman's Walk. I don't know if you better see it from there, but it's up that hill. The path is probably obscured by Ellie's big head. But it's up that hill.
Yeah, there's a story about that. What we don't know is how much of it we'll do. It's a very long walk, but it'd be nice to get a viewpoint, wouldn't it, and to actually see a bit of it. And the weather's not that reliable today either, so.
And then on this road, the Scalpe lighthouse is out at the end of the peninsula, isn't it? So we're going to drive out to that to have a look.
Which will be good. Also, you ought to tell them about the batteries, Gray, and how that's all been working out. We've been 12 nights.
Yeah, 12 nights off grid. I don't think we've gone below.
12 nights? No, not 12 nights off grid.
11 nights off grid. We had 1 night on a campsite.
Which was our first night on the islands because we wanted to get our bearings, didn't we?
Yeah. Well, we have been doing quite a lot of driving and using the B2B, battery to battery, and that's kept the batteries topped up nicely. They haven't gone below about 65%, and we have done the occasional electric cooking on it as well. So yeah, all of that against a backdrop of very, very little solar.
Yeah, not much sunshine.
So yeah, very pleased with that.
Yeah, that's working out really well, isn't it? You almost feel like you could go on indefinitely, as long as you do a certain amount of driving most days, obviously. You have to balance out.
Well, I know some full-time van lifers, like Stephen does, he'll sit there with the engine running, won't he? But we don't, it's a bit of a waste. We don't particularly want to do that.
No, and the diesel heater's amazing.
Best
it's
thing.
Game changer, it really is. We've been worried about getting fuel, never mind LPG. Not that you can't get it, but it's few and far between, isn't it, really?
I've not been worried about getting diesel fuel.
No, but there's not many places.
No.
You have to plan it. You can't just think, I'll just nip out and get fuel. You might not be near to a petrol station, so you have to sort of plan it and keep the van topped up, don't you, really? But yeah, the diesel heater's been brilliant. And also, So have these. Graham's wearing a bracelet.
Anti-midge thing.
Yeah, anti-midge bracelets.
I haven't seen a midge since I put that on.
No, nothing to do with the gale force winds and the pouring rain that's put them off. But yeah, they seem to be working. That's why we haven't had any sunshine.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway, we just wanted to update you. Sorry, I seem to have a frog in my throat this morning. I just wanted to update you.
Yeah, a lot of the car parks here,
oh yeah.
you pay
yeah.
by donation. So like this particular one, if you want to stay overnight, no problem. And they put a little donation. I'll put a picture up to show you what they're like. And you can either do it by text to pay them £5, or you can put £5 in the slot. So yeah, it's very convenient, a lot cheaper than a campsite, and as we don't need the campsite facilities,
Yeah.
we're doing all right, aren't we?
That's right, and it does, you know, you might say to yourself, £5 is quite a lot to pay just for a spot with a view, but it's helping the islands and it's helping them to help, we're helping them to also make sure that they're camper friendly, because the more donations they get, the more likely they are to keep it open for us.
Yeah.
So I think it's good value, £5, and usually there's a bin at least, isn't there, a bin?
Yeah, there are bins just up there. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's all really good. It's always spotlessly clean, and for us it's perfect. I'd rather pay a £5 a night most nights and know that this is being protected for future people travelling here.
Yeah, they're very campervan orientated
They
over here,
are.
aren't they?
Yeah, they try
Like
to
most
make
of
it
Scotland,
easy.
of course.
Let us know in the comments what you think about the donation scheme. Would it suit you like it does us?
They try to make it really, really easy for you.
It's the easiest place we've ever off-gridded, isn't it?
Yeah, we're not worried at all. Each day we set off and we think, oh, okay, where should we go? Oh, yeah, and we just find somewhere and we park and we feel safe.
Yeah, I mean, so far of the 11 nights, we've only felt the need to put the cameras out once. So we did that in one location.
There was no need, actually.
There was no need to in the end, but
it was in the middle of nowhere, and it was a lay-by. It was a bit different,
it was a
wasn't
lay-by that runs sort of away from the road and up a hill and round the bend. So it wasn't close to the road.
No.
But yeah, it was really quiet, wasn't it?
Yeah, we didn't need to worry. It was just a precaution, really. But every other night we felt totally safe, so yeah, can't recommend it highly enough. Anyway, my voice is about to give up the ghost, so I'm going to have some breakfast now.
Okay, we'll catch you later.
Well, we're going to leave this visit just here. Thanks for watching our Wizard in the Wild Campervan travels. We'll catch you on the next one.
Thank you for joining us this week. If you've enjoyed our vlogs, please do consider liking, subscribing and giving us the thumbs up. Oh, and don't forget to comment. We love to hear what you think of our vlogs. And join us next time for some more adventures with Wizard in the Wild.